Good morning. Today we are going to continue chapter 1 that we left from the previous session. In the previous session we learned the closure property and commutativity. Now we will do the third property. Next property is associativity. Associativity also we will check for all the four operations. First for addition. Now about the whole numbers and integers. We already know that when we want to add three numbers, suppose 3 plus 7 plus 12, then we can do two ways or three ways. First we can do 3 plus 7, that is 10, plus 12, that is 22. Or you can do other method also, 3 plus, you can add second and third, and 12 plus 7 is 19. 19 plus 3 is 22. It means that you can make group of any two numbers, add them and then add the third number. There is a third one also. You can add 12 plus 3 plus 15. 15 plus 7 also you will get 22. Right? Therefore, here you can say that in associativity, it shows that the numbers, if three or more numbers you want to add them, you can make a group of any two numbers and add. So that same thing is here for the rational numbers also. It means that our rational numbers are associative. So we can write down here that addition is associative for rational numbers. So we can say that for rational numbers A, B and C, we can say that A plus B plus C is equal to A plus into bracket B plus C. It shows that addition is associative for rational numbers. So here you can say that two groups you can make differently. A plus B plus C is equal to A plus B plus C. We will take an example. Say 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2. We will do it both way. First we will do like that, 1 by 2 plus 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2. So here you will see that 2 is LCM, 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 by 2 plus 5 by 2. 2 LCM, 4 plus 5 is 9 by 2. Now this side we will do like this one. That 1 by 2 plus into bracket 3 by 2 plus 5 by 2. 1 by 2 will keep as it is. Here you will take LCM. 3 plus 5 is 8. And again you take LCM 2. 1 plus 8 is 9. You can see that both sides the answers are same. So it shows that addition is associative for rational numbers. Now we will check for the second operation, that is the subtraction. Subtraction, we already know about it because it is not possible. Like 8 minus 5 minus 3. You can't do that same like 8 minus 5 minus 3 and 8 minus 5 minus 3. Because then the answer will be changed. 8 minus 5, 3, 3 minus 3 here 0. But here 8 minus 5 minus 3 is 2. So 8 minus 2 is 6. So here we can say that for subtraction, rational numbers are not associative. So we will write down about it that. So second, for subtraction. So we can write down subtraction is not associative for rational numbers. So we can write down for rational numbers A, B and C. A minus B minus C. We will write down like that. A minus B minus C is not equal to A minus into bracket B minus C. So associativity does not help for the operation of subtraction. It was for addition but not for the subtraction. Then we will look for the third operation of multiplication. Multiplication, you know about the integers, that if you multiply integers by making any group, the property is true for multiplication. We know that 4 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5. If you do 4 3s are 12, 5s are 16. Also, or you can do 5 3s are 15, 4s are also will be 16. It means that associativity is true for the operation of multiplication. So you can write down that property here. Multiplication is associative for rational numbers. Therefore, for rational numbers A, B and C, A multiplied by B multiplied by C is equal to A multiplied by B multiplied by C. We can check with an example also. 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 5 multiplied by 4 by 3. First we will make 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 5. 4 by 3. So 3 ones are 3, 5 twos are 10 into 4 upon 3. You can see that 3 can be cancelled. 2 twos are 5 twos are. So our final answer is 2 upon 5. We will do like this. 1 by 2 multiplied by 3 by 5 multiplied by 4 by 3. So 1 by 2 will keep as it is. 3 4s are 12, or you can directly cancel here also because it is easy. So we will write down here 4 upon 5. Again cancellation, 2 1s are 2 2s are. So 2 upon 5. You can see that both sides the answer is equal. It means that you can make any group in multiplication. So we can say that associativity help for the operation of multiplication also. Now the last one, the division. And obviously the division, we know about it for the natural numbers or the whole numbers or integers, that it is not possible, because 3 divided by 5 divided by 2. If we do 3 divided by 5 divided by 2 means 3 by 5 multiplied by 1 by 2. So you will get 3 ones are 3 upon 10. But if you do 3 divided by 5 divided by 2, means you do like that, 3 divided by 5 upon 2, and then you multiply, then you reciprocal, 3 2s are 6 upon 5. So answers are not equal. So the associativity does not hold for the operation of division. So we can write down division is not associative for rational numbers. Therefore, for rational numbers A, B and C A divided by B divided by C is not equal to A divided by B divided by C. So this is the last operation for division. So we show that the associativity holds only for the two operations, and that the two operations are the addition and multiplication, and it does not possible for the operations of subtraction and division. Now we have to learn about some, like the 0 and 1, the role of 0 and role of 1, that we are going to do now. And then after that, in the next session, we will learn a very, very important property, that is distributive property, that we are not going to do today, but it will be in the next lecture. So here, first we will know about the role of 0. You already know about 0, that when we add 0 to any whole numbers or any integers, the answer does not change, means you will get the same number back. So we say that 0 is the identity element for the rational numbers. 0 is, so we can write down, when we add 0 to any rational numbers, you will get same number. For example, you can say 2 upon 5 plus 0 is equal to 2 upon 5 only. Minus 7 upon 9 plus 0, you will get minus 7 upon 9 itself. Therefore, 0 is the identity. 0 is the identity for the addition of rational number. Addition of rational numbers. And in the previous standards you already know about it, that 0 is the additive identity. We can say that additive identity, you know about the natural numbers and the whole numbers and integers. So same thing here also, that the 0 is the identity for the addition of rational numbers. Why it is identity? Because when we add 0 in any number, the number does not change. So it is the identity of the addition. Then now we will learn about the role of 1. Now role of 1 also we know. We know the tables for the multiplication. 5 ones are 5, 7 ones are 7, 8 ones are 8, 10 ones are 10, etc. So we know that when we multiply any number with 1, the answer is same. It means that 1 is called the identity, but for the multiplication. So we will do that. When we multiply any rational number by 1, we get same number. Therefore, 1, for example, first we will take 3 by 5 multiplied by 1 is equal to 3 by 5, minus 8 by 5 multiplied by 1 is also minus 8 upon 5. Therefore, 1 is the identity for multiplication. 0 was the identity for addition, but here 1 is the identity of the rational number for the multiplication. So here we are going to stop our session.